You know, I've only been in semi-retirement for a couple of weeks, but I'm already making some interesting discoveries. For example, I've discovered that I have a wife. For more than 40 years now, as your rabbi, I've been doing nothing but things for the rabbinate, things for Beth Philip. I've been going to meetings and I've been preparing sermons and I've been giving classes and I have visited hospitals and I've delivered eulogies. It seems like I've been on a never-ending cycle and I've been quite busy. But in the last couple of weeks, things have really slowed down. And I've been at home and I discovered I have a wife. I wish Moshe had had the opportunity for a similar experience. Our Torah portion this week is the Sedra of Yitro. Yitro was a great priest for the Midianites, and he was also the father of Tzipporah, the wife of Moshe. And I want to read you the opening words of this week's Torah portion and then ask you a question. Here's the words. Yitro, the minister of Midian, the father-in-law of Moses, heard everything that God did to Moshe and to his people, that Hashem had taken Israel out of Egypt. Yitro, the father-in-law of Moshe, took Zipporah, the wife of Moshe, after she had been sent away, and her two sons, of whom the name of one was Gershon, for he said, I was a sojourner in this strange land, and the name of the other was Eliezer, for God of my father came to my aid, and he saved me from the sword of Pharaoh. Yitro, the father-in-law of Moshe, came to Moshe with his sons and wife to the wilderness where he was encamped by the mountain of God. And he said to Moshe, I, your father-in-law Yitro, have come to you with your wife and her two sons with her. And Moshe went out to meet his father-in-law, and he prostrated himself and kissed him, and each inquired about the other's well-being. Then they came to the tent, and Moshe told his father-in-law everything that Hashem had done to Pharaoh in Egypt for Israel's sake, all the travail that had befallen them on the way, and then Hashem had rescued them. Goes on and on. But did you notice something missing? Yitro came with Zipporah and their children. Moshe goes out to greet Yitro, takes him into his tent, tells him everything that's going on. What about his wife? What about his children? How did they feel just standing there? Moshe was so busy. He overlooked them. And this isn't the only time. You know, earlier we're told in the Torah that Moshe was so busy, he didn't circumcise his son. Zipporah had to do it. And later on in the Torah, we're told that Miriam, Moshe's sister, spoke about his wife, Zipporah. What did she speak about? You know what the rabbis tell us? She speaks about how lonely Zipporah is because Moshe can't find time for her. He's so busy. You know anyone like that? I'll tell you someone like that. Sam Walton. Sam Walton, before he died, you know what his last words were? I blew it. This was a man who at that time was worth $65 billion. And he blew it. He had been too busy making the money to have time for the people in his life, his wife, his children. Do you know anyone like that? Not me. Not me. I'm now semi-retired, and I've discovered that I have a wife. And I'm ordering from Amazon a book that says, for better or for worse, but not for lunch, making marriage work in retirement. I'm going to get that book and have me and Sherry read it and see how things work out. And if there's any problems, I came across another book on Amazon, How to Survive Your Husband's Retirement. I'm not going to buy that yet. I'm going to make this work. And I think many of you out there have the work cut out for you. Shabbat Shalom.